Hello everyone, I'm just getting on to our live here from a different phone, so I'm able to, hold on one second, so I can review comments if there are any. I'm just going to give it a second here. Perfect, I think the lighting looks good. Hello everyone. So today I am going to do a quick backfill color change on my mom's nails. And then we are going to follow it with a color gel application and some bling on the fourth finger. Hi Sandra, hello, good afternoon. So basically what I have done, last week I actually filled my mom's nails with Acrogel. And she wanted to do a color change. So I've taken off the gel polish is what we had on previously. And you can see she had some glitter underneath from a previous set that we did, but she wanted to change it up. So I thought I'd go live and just basically show you what I'm going to do before I put the color gel on. So I also want to just mention to you guys, I'm gonna put your hand to the side for a second. I'm excited to let you guys know that on July 1st, we are going to be launching our new sanding bands. So we currently just have one in stock, but now we're going to be offering our sanding bands in fine, medium, as well as coarse. So these will be hatching on July 1st. So they come in nice little containers, perfect for storage. Different options based on what you're working with. So I just wanted to show you guys these because I'm going to be using them on my mom when I just kind of balance and prep her nails before I apply the builder base. So these ones you guys can get on our website on July 1st. So what I'm going to do is, because there's not a ton of new natural nail growth because it's only been a week, I'm going to actually just kind of lightly fill in the back area using our builder base. So this is a great option. This is our clear builder base. I'm going to use this one today because basically her nails are already clear based. And I'm just going to kind of fill in that area just so that there's not a little dip there when I go to apply my color gel. So if you guys have any questions, I'm just going to go ahead and work. And I am here to answer any questions you have. I can see comments today. So I am just basically going to take our medium coarse file and I'm just going to do some shaping prior to our product application. I can refine her nails a little bit here. And then you guys can just watch me work. So it's nice having this combo file because I kind of like to switch in and out of using the medium side or the coarse side depending on what I am doing. But I always like to pre-shape and refine the nails prior to any product application just so it saves you time in the filing department. I want to make sure I'm seeing everything perfect. So I just want to make sure I'm getting all that pre-existing gel polish color off of her enhancement here. So these ones I was using are Acrogel, our clear velveteen Acrogel. And I'm going to just be filling the backs using our clear builder base in this case. So it's kind of nice having that builder base to use for different options, you know, based on what you're doing for your clients, different services. Our builder base is used for just adding a little extra thickness to the natural nail, especially if clients who want to have a gel polish application on their natural nails, but maybe have thin, weak nail plates. The builder base really helps to add that protective nail coating so that gel polish lasts longer on those clients that do have the thin, weaker nail plates that maybe gel polish doesn't last typically that long. So builder base is a great option as a base coat. It is awesome for building up the nail, creating shape. Some clients have flat nail plates, and with the builder base, it really holds its shape nice. So you can kind of create that beautiful apex and give the nail some added shape. Sorry guys, I'm just looking here at the comments. So these nails, I'm just kind of, they started off as a square, but I'm really giving them more of a tapered look. So I'm just kind of taking in those sidewalls a little bit, just tapering them in a little bit. So tapered square. Guys can see okay there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to be using, I use medium sanding bands when I am prepping the natural nail. So our medium sanding bands are in these beautiful teal color. It's going to open them up. It's a new package. So we've done it in different colors, so it's easy to see the difference in the color. So these ones are kind of a greeny teal, which are so pretty. And I'm going to use our mandrel, and I'm just going to prep her natural nails a little bit. There's not too much natural nail there, but I do want to make sure that I am lightly removing any shine prior to product application. I always just score these edges just to really make sure that they're not sharp, so I'm not going to cause any damage or cut my client's skin. These sanding bands are so beautiful to work with. So just prepping that natural nail very gently. Perfect. So anybody who has just joining, hello and welcome. I am doing a quick backfill on my mom's nails. We just did a backfill last week, but she wants a color change. So I've taken off the gel polish, and we do have a little bit of natural nail growth in the back. So what I'm going to be doing is just filling it with our clear builder base, and then we're going to just do some refining. And then we're going to do color gel application. And I'm also going to do a little bit of bling on the fourth finger, which is exciting. Mom hasn't had bling in a while. It's not her favorite thing. But today she's going to get it. Oh, sorry guys. These comments are not popping up very well on this other device. Sorry you guys. Yeah, so the sanding bands are hatching on July 1st. So you can get those July 1st. I just wanted to show you guys them so you know that we are launching them. So you can write it on your calendars. Okay, so I've prepped the back, and I'm just going to come in and apply our Ugly Duckling prep. Just to cleanse and dehydrate that nail. Again, anytime we're using chemical products, really important to make sure we're only exposing the natural nail or the nail enhancement when we're applying. That was our prep. And then I'm going to come in and use our primer. This primer is an acidless primer, so it works more like a double-sided sticky tape, which is awesome because if you accidentally touch your client's skin, it's not going to burn. But again, you still want to use it very sparingly and just on the natural nail. And the reason why I'm choosing to use builder base today, oh, that was a little bit too much, is more for a quick service. So if you are doing, you know, clients that maybe go 2 weeks in between fills, and sometimes clients will come in just to get a polish change, you can just add the builder base as a quick service just to fill in the back, because sometimes if there's too much natural nail, there'll be too much of a dip in the back. So I'm just going to let that dry for a moment. Just looking here. Okay, perfect. So we're going to give that another minute to dry. And then we're going to use our Ugly Duckling Builder Base in clear. It comes with this nice little red crystal on top. We also have our builder base that we just launched in our Foo Pink, Milky White, as well as Pink, which are beautiful options to use. Again, complete preference based on what you're doing. I actually wore our pink on my natural nails and it was just gorgeous by itself. Finished with the top coat and it was lovely. So depending on what you're doing, you can have a clear, a pink, a Foo, or a natural Milky White. Love the Foo, Sharon. Oh, that's awesome. I do love the Foo too. It's a great, it's nice to have because it's just that perfect shade that hides any imperfections on the nail plate and gives you that full coverage, more like a natural nail looking. Okay, so the question I just have here, the sanding band, what type of bit or hand file will replace it? So basically, with our sanding bands, it's pretty much equivalent to our hand files. So our coarse is like our coarse file, the medium like our medium, and the fine like the fine. So these are different options. If you prefer to use an e-file over hand files, I personally like to do both. So it's nice to have that option there. Are we clear? I hope it's not too fuzzy for you. So when we look from the side, I'm just going to get Mom to turn her nails a little bit. We don't have too much of a dip. Some nails are better than others, just depending on the nail growth. But what I'm going to do is just do a thin layer on the entire nail enhancement. And that is just to ensure that the product is adhered to the enhancement. And then I'm going to come in and on the nails that really need more, I'm going to just build up a little bit around that cuticle area so that we don't have that dip in there. Okay, so I'm just going to come in, apply a very thin layer. The nice thing about the builder base is that it really holds its shape, so you don't have to worry about it self-leveling into the cuticle area or the side walls. You can really do 4 or 5 fingers all together and not have an issue. Again, however, we always recommend doing thumbs separate no matter what you're doing when using gel products, because you just don't want to run the risk of having anything self-level into the sidewall, just for the way the client's hand position is in the lamp. So we always recommend doing it separate, and that way it will ensure a proper cure. So right now I'm just doing a very thin layer, and then I'll come in and fill in the backs where needed. It's important to make sure you do pull out the builder base on the entire enhancement. If you don't, what could happen is if you just kind of filled in this area and cured it, when you go to refine and shape and file, some of that builder base will actually chip off. So we want to make sure we have that inhibition layer for it to kind of stick to. Okay, and because this is a thin layer, I'm going to do the thumb like this, but when I go to build it up, I'm going to do it separate. And because my mom also knows to make sure to kind of flip her thumb up in the LED lamp so that she is getting a full cure. Okay, that one can go in. So what I got to do is just quickly change over my e-file to my lamp here. Okay, and then we're going to do a full 60-second cure on that. Awesome. I'm going to come here. So this is actually over our Acrogel. So I'm just using this product over our Acrogel. Builder base you can actually use as well to build out natural nails. So if your clients, let's say, have a broken nail and you kind of want to match all the nails in a gel polish manicure, you can use this and build out an extension. So you can use this to build out, which is a great product to have for just doing gel polish on natural nails. In this case, because there's very little grow out, I want to fill it quickly with a product that doesn't take too much time, and I wanted to use Builder Base so you guys could see how you can also use that. The sandy bands, let's recap on that. So the fine, they're all labeled on the top of the box. The fine come in this pretty purple. We've done different colors so that you can, see the difference in them. And then our medium are like a teal green. Oh, the camera's trying to focus and it's kind of going in and out. And then our coarse sanding bands are in the zebra file, or the zebra grit. Okay. All right, Mom, so I'll get that out. So what I'm going to do is just come in now and just fill in the backs a little bit. See, the pinky's not bad. The pinky's good, but this one has more of a dip. So I'm just going to focus on this nail here. So you guys can see, just looking from the side, I might need to zoom out a bit because I feel like, there we go. It's hard to focus. So with the Builder Base, you can see it's thick. You can see that thick consistency. So it's going to hold its shape when you apply it, which is awesome. So I'm going to take Mom's nail and turn it kind of sideways so you guys can see. And I'm just going to take a good chunk on my brush. And then I'm just going to work it and fill in the back area and just gently blend it forward. Doesn't need much, but just enough to kind of build it up. And then feather it out. I will come in and just do a little refining. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I just built the back up a little bit. And because it's, it holds its shape, I can work on more than one nail at a time. So I don't have to worry about that losing its shape and self-leveling. If you feel more comfortable doing a couple nails at a time, doing a quick cure, coming back, that works fine as well. I think I got it good. You can see, and then you just kind of play with it, just using the tip of the brush. The Builder Base is an amazing product to work with. Okay, Mom, if you want to put that one into the lamp, whoopsies. And then we'll just do a quick cure on that. Just to hold the gel in place. All right, let's have that one back. And then I'll continue on to the next nail. So this product is very easy to use. And the idea is just to make it a very quick service. Okay, that one can go in there just for a quick cure because we're going to do the thumbs now, and I want to make sure everything is cured properly. Okay, now we're going to work on the thumb. So a tip would be, depending on what gel products you're using, always have your clients put their thumbs in separate and flat. That way it's going to help get a full even cure on the entire nail. Sometimes, depending to how your client's hands may lay in the lamp, there's one side that always seems to have an issue curing because the light exposure is hard for that light to kind of cure that one area of the nail. And it's usually this side here. So always, oops, sorry guys, always have your clients keep their thumbs straight up so that way the light exposure is going to hit the entire area of the nail. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and do that now, Mom, perfect. So if you're ever having issues with gel polish not curing, one side, even peels off, there's a reason for it. So just having your clients go straight in and curing directly over top. Yes, that's a great point. Using the Builder Base is a great product for you doing a tippies refill. Absolutely. And we're going to do a full cure, 60 seconds with our clear Builder Base. Again, if you guys are using, let's say, our Fufu, our pink, or our milky white Builder Base, and you're kind of using it in layers to build up, which you don't need to, but again, preference on how you apply the product. It's very important to make sure that you do a full cure in between each layer, especially with those more pigmented gels. because what happens is if you do a quick cure on a gel that is more pigmented, it's not going to get the proper exposure or the cure of each layer. So you keep applying over top and each layer is not properly getting cured. You're going to have an issue with product breakdown, which is a big issue, as well as uncured product on the nail. Okay, I think a couple more seconds here. I'll get you to go in one more time. Always just like to make sure. And now I'm just going to cleanse the inhibition layer with our gel cleanse. And then I'll do a quick file. Alrighty, that one can come out. So when we cleanse, very important to make sure you just hold the product down and pull straight, okay? That's going to help remove that tacky inhibition layer without kind of making that uncured gel wipe all over top of the skin. Because if you go like this back and forth, you're transferring that uncured gel onto the skin, and that's when skin irritations and potential allergies can occur. All right, so we filled the backs in. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of shaping and refining on the natural nail before we do some color gel. So now I just got to switch out back to my e-file. So now I think what I'm going to do is I do have my medium. Oh, no, actually. Oh, yes, medium is what I want to use. Because I've pretty much got a pretty smooth application, I don't need to use my coarse sanding band for this, so I'll just carry on with the medium sanding band. Okay, I'm just going to check here. Great. So we're just going to refine, blend out that cuticle area. Awesome. And if sometimes your application is too thick, you can start with your coarse sanding band to remove any bulk. So if you do use a lot of sanding bands, I kind of switch out between that and our safety bits, our carbide safety bits. I prefer using the safety bits to remove gel polish or any bulk. But for a lot of gel techs who use sanding bands, it's nice to have the option of different grits. So again, our sanding bands will be hatching on July 1st. It'll probably be the next time that we do nails. I will probably do a new set bend just because you can see how long her natural nail is kind of growing underneath there. I generally like to do maybe 3 or 4 fills before I do a new set, get the shape back in there, build in that C curve. Shan said, oh, you can watch this all day long. You know, for me too, like watching someone file is kind of my favorite thing, or shaping. It kind of puts me in the zone, and I really enjoy watching that kind of thing as well. Watching other nail techs work. Just going to turn up my speed a little bit here. I don't know about you guys, but I always find like working with thumbs are always tricky for me to do. I think partly because it's a shorter finger and larger nail surface, and it's always been one nail that I just don't look forward to doing. And partly because probably when you're doing gel, you know, there's so many things that you have to consider too with, you know, proper curing and, like I had mentioned, keeping the thumb straight up in the lamp. Okay, I think I'm good there. So now what I'm going to do is just come in and do some more refining with my medium coarse file. Make sure I get my shape exactly where I want it. Very important to make sure when you are working with new files that you always etch and score the outsides, because if you don't, they're very, very sharp, and you can definitely cut your customer's sidewall pretty easily. That's exactly it, Sandra. Short and not so bendy. They don't move as easy as the other fingers. Just refining my shape, taking off any bulkiness. These are actually short for Mom. Usually we sneak them a little bit longer, but Mom also works in the warehouse with us here at Ugly Duckling Nails, packing all your orders, pulling all your orders, so they can't be too long, or else sometimes they'll get in the way, right, Mom?
Yes, that's right.
She's sitting here all quiet. Yeah. I always try to sneak usually a length or two for my clients' nails when I know they want them shorter, but they just look so pretty long, and I end up having to shorten them anyways, which kind of is a waste of time and a waste of product. So maybe if I just listened to them, we wouldn't be in that situation. Just having a quick look here at comments if I missed anything. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm just going to use our medium coarse buffer. Love this combo buffer. Again, nice to have those two options in there. So I'm going to do a quick buff with the coarse, and then I'm going to do a little bit with our medium as well. We definitely recommend, however, using coarse buffer on enhancements prior to gel polish or color gel application. And this is just to mainly ensure that there's good adhesion, no risk of having gel polish or color gel peel off the enhancement. That being said, I always use the medium and have had no issues with our products, color gel or gel polish, ever peeling off an enhancement. So especially working with lighter colors, pastel colors, I like to really make sure that I'm getting all those grooves out, because if not, they seem to pop through more if it's just been buffed to a coarse finish opposed to a medium. So I've always used the medium buffer to finish off the enhancement and had no problems. But if you are experiencing lifting or peeling of the product, then take a look at your surface area, because if it's too smooth, the product has nothing to adhere to. It needs to have those grooves in there to adhere to. So we definitely don't want to be using a fine buffer prior to gel polish application or color gel. And just a little tip, I always make sure to buff around the sides here, because if you don't after using your hand file, it kind of leaves a ridge, and that ridge will pop through your gel polish or your color gel application, making that very difficult to cover. Little tip from Crystal. Okay, I'm just going to check this way, make sure we're all looking good, everything's looking even. Good thing I did that because it's a little crooked here. I remember way back when I first started doing nails, I think everyone was afraid to tell me. Mostly I was doing my family at that time, but I was sending everyone home with crooked nails because I would never turn and look how they're looking, it would look straight to me, but not straight to them. And then when I discovered this, I'm not sure how long into doing nails that I discovered to do this technique of turning around, really making sure to look at the nail from all angles. And then everyone confessed that they knew they had crooked nails, but they didn't want to tell me about it. I was like, oh, okay. Did I ever do crooked nails on you that you can recall, Mom?
Oh, I can't remember. Probably.
All right, I think I'm good. Feeling better. Okay, so now I am going to... Actually, you know what? To be safe, I'm going to have my mom wash her hands. I always have my clients wash their hands before I do any application of gel polish or color gel. That way we have a dust-free zone and we don't have the little dust particles in our beautiful work. Okay, you guys. So, while she is doing that, I'm going to switch over to get my lamp all ready to go. And we are going to be doing... Mom has picked this beautiful color gel, number 42, gorgeous pink. So we're going to do that as a full color. And then we're going to do some bling. Bling on the 4th fingers. So that is beautiful pink. It's been used. Lots of love. This color is very popular. So that one again is number 42. I'm going to be using it with my black gel brush. We have our gel brush in silver, black, and white, and I have each color for different things. So I always keep one for color gels, one when I'm sculpting pink and whites or just a one color, and then one for glitters. As you guys know, working with glitters, it gets stuck in your brush and it's impossible to get it out. So having a brush for different systems is awesome. Okay, let's have a peekies. Awesome. Much better. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice color. Hey, Mom, you're happy with that? Let's show you guys again. Pretty pink. So basically with our color gels and as well as our gel polishes, they're very pigmented. So a little goes a long way. And you guys can see I've got the littlest amount on my brush. In one swipe, most of our color gels, hopefully it's a little blurry there, will cover in one coat. I personally prefer to do 2 coats always, just so that I'm really getting a good, even application. Using our gel brush is awesome because it's got that oval end, which makes it so easy to apply around the cuticle area. And I always start at my free edge, so that way I get most of the color off and not worry about having that color kind of puddle around the free edge. Hope it's clear for you guys. It keeps looking blurry from my phone. And you guys can just tell because look at that one stroke and it already covered the glitter underneath, which is awesome. So Mom, not being a nail tech, but wearing nails, and over the years, and obviously color gel is new to us as of recently, but you've worn both. Do you have a preference on gel polish or color gel, or do you know the difference? Not being a nail tech, do you see a difference in them in any way?
I like what you're applying. I feel it.
You like the color gel?
Yeah.
Yeah, and really a lot of times we get questions about, oh, what's the difference between a gel polish versus our color gel? And it comes down to preference, what nail techs prefer to use. A lot of them prefer to use out of a pot. Some prefer to use a bottle, like a gel polish bottle. Our color gels are very pigmented, so they are very creamy. You can mix them with our gel polishes. You can mix them with other color gels to create different colors. They are a bit thicker in viscosity, not by much, but these color gels are great for doing various nail art techniques, which is amazing. Again, you can embed the color. You can use it how I'm using it right now as a paint on coat and then finish with the top coat of your choice. So it really comes down to what you like to use as a nail tech, what your preference is. But it's definitely thicker in viscosity compared to our gel polishes. Great. Just relax your fingers. Perfect. And regardless, it's like, as soon as you pull out any gel products, my goodness, the fibers, the little hairs that are everywhere, it's like, where do they come from? That's my question. Where do they come from? It's the worst. So I'm applying the thinnest amount. It's very important to apply color gel in thin, even coats, so that way you have a great cure and you don't run the risk of having the product ripple. If you're noticing rippling in the color gel or rippling in gel polish, it's just an indication that you've applied it too thick, which is nice because you don't need to be applying the product too thick. Mom, I'm just gonna get you to put your hand in there and let's get that cured so we don't, I'll start with the other hand as well, keep the thumb separate. Oh, for goodness sakes. What was I just talking about? Dust. Oh my goodness. I just had a moment. I got distracted and I forgot what I was speaking of. It'll come back to me. Thin, even coats. Yeah, so that's just an indication if it's rippling, it's just too thick. Which is awesome because you just need a little bit. Color will last you a long time. I'm sorry guys, I haven't been looking at the comments, so give me a second once I have a peek here. You guys can take a look too, like we have a lot of nail artists that use color gels for different techniques. And what I like is the fact that you can mix, like intermix between our gel polishes and our color gels to create different colors, different consistencies based on what you need for your nail art. And as nail artists, we love to mix, we love to play. Good, so I'll just good, we're still in frame. Perfect. Got a little bit there. Working off. The color that we had on before was blue. A nice, pretty blue, but I think it was too blue? Or what do you think? Did you get comments? I think it was...
I got a lot of comments.
Number 38 gel polish, I think it was. Yeah. It was, yeah. Just fun blue, but I think it was too much blue. You'd have to pair that with maybe like a silver or something. But you did get lots of comments, but it wasn't your color. So that's why we decided to do a color change. Pink, this is definitely your shade. This looks nice. I like it.
It's a pretty color.
It is pretty. Right now I'm wearing number 31 gel polish, which is like that Barbie pink on my nails right now. And oh my gosh, I love it. It's amazing. Having this oval brush is awesome for working around the cuticle area. It is so easy to glide that color gel. Okay, Mom, switch. We're going to do the thumbs, because if not, then we'll be behind in coats here. I want to make sure you guys, okay, it keeps going fuzzy on me. Okay, I'll get you to curl your hands around my, yeah, perfect. And let's go down lower. There we go. Okay. So we got some new things hatching in the next little while, one of which I just mentioned earlier about our sanding bands. We have 3 options in fine, medium, and coarse. Different colors, so it's easy to kind of recognize that as well and not get confused. They come in those awesome little containers labeled fine, medium, or coarse. Awesome for storage, easy access. Love them. They're amazing to work with. Kate, that can go in nice and flat, Mom. Perfect. Take a second. Oh, hi, Priscilla.
Hi, Priscilla.
Good, just didn't miss any other things. Okay. Yeah, I think, oh, did I have it on the right setting? Maybe not. Seemed too quick. Priscilla said, hi, Philly. It's like I can hear her voice now.
I miss her voice. I miss her.
No, it's been a while.
Yes, it has.
I think this whole year and a bit, this year and a half almost, hey, it's just kind of been weird. Like we're located in Victoria, BC, and for us, things are starting to open up a little bit locally. Restrictions are kind of starting to lift a bit, and it just kind of feels weird. Like what happened in the last little bit, and I don't know. I think we've all just kind of been holding our breath. Kate, switch. Did you screw it up?
No.
all I heard, you guys, was the lamp kind of make that noise of it being bonked.
Well, I did bonk it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if the color gel is all messed up, that's what you get. Oh well. Great. It's looking good. Like honestly, you guys, like one coat this color, especially with this color, you could get away with one coat for sure. Again, I prefer to use 2 because I like the way it's just perfecting that application, really making sure it's nice and even. As you can see, there's a little, relax your hands. And then we're just going to use some Clears My Crystals after. I'm not going to do anything crazy, only because Mom doesn't like crystals, which is weird. Who doesn't like crystals on their nails? Like, honestly. Give you something to stare at, and especially now that it's so sunny out. They just sparkle like crazy. Whoops. Just, yeah, keep still. I almost knocked it. Perfect. Let's see. I'm just looking here. I'm going to do your thumb now, but we're going to get you to just kind of tilt it up in the lamp. With our color gel and our gel polish, okay, Mom, that one can go in. When you're doing a cure, we always recommend 60 seconds. And doing full cures. So you never want to do quick cures on our color gel or gel polish and then come in and apply a second coat, because what happens is the first coat is not fully cured and you're going to actually pull as you're stroking on and polishing on the next layer. You're going to actually pull that uncured layer down. So you're going to have these little bits of kind of partly cured color gel colors or gel polish, so you just want to make sure to avoid that. Doing full cures, full 60-second cures in between each color layer application. keep getting these little fuzzes. I think it must be from the paper towel. Did you use paper towel to dry your hands?
I did.
Yeah, which is, you know, obviously it's paper towel or a hand towel, but... And, okay, relax your hands. Now, it is important to not use like an alcohol or a gel cleanse to remove the dust on the enhancement prior to doing color gel application or gel polish application, because what that does is actually, and I've actually heard with troubleshooting that some people like use acetone too, just to help remove that dust. But what happens is those products will melt the top surface a little bit. They will remove the grooves, right? So it basically makes the surface smooth. So when you are applying your color gel or your gel polish, it might not happen right away, but a couple days later, clients are having issues with their color peeling and chipping off, and it's because the enhancement was too smooth. I hope you guys can see okay. All right, Mom, let's get the last one in there for a full cure of 60 seconds. Now, I'm only going to do her fourth finger with some bling, which is fine. But before I do that, just so that my client, my mom in this case, doesn't touch her clothes or touches something that has dust in it, we're going to come in and top coat all the nails that I'm not doing bling on, just to make sure. Nothing worse than having fuzz stick to that inhibition layer. So I'm just going to use our Ugly Duckling No Wipe High Shine Top Coat, and we're going to seal all the nails but the ring finger. So we're going to leave that one alone. Now, with our No Wipe Top Coat, it does contain UV inhibitors, which helps to prevent against yellowing, discoloration. However, on a couple of colors that we have in our line, it's like our neon coral, which is number 2, 31 is another color. What happens is when you go out, especially when it's nice and sunny out and you've got that UV exposure, there tends to be a little bit of a purple hue or almost like little patches on the nail. And it's just the color, the pigment of the bright neon coral, and then 31 is like a Barbie bright pink, and it just reacts with the top coat. It doesn't last long. It usually lasts like a day and then it'll go away. But a lot of people, you know, if you're not aware of what that is what it is. Oh, I got a little, there we go, chunk of cured. So what we recommend is, if you want to avoid that, to use our tacky top. So we have another option for top coat. Our tacky top does contain an inhibition layer. So once it's fully cured, you will have to remove that tack layer, which is no problem, easy to do. But that's another option for you. Okay, Mom, you can switch. Take a second. Priscilla says your daughter is the bling queen.
Yes, I know.
Oh my gosh. She's like, you don't have to tell me. I've seen her house. Oh my god. And it's like every time I need to buy or I want to buy something that's a crystal-y or jewelry, I don't know why I always feel that I have to ask my mom's permission, but I always have to run it by her just to feel her out, to see what her thoughts are, and usually it's not good. My goodness. But you know, I was taking a step back the other day, you guys, just looking at my house, and it's so sweet because a lot of people have been sending me this kitchen this pink kitchen that's covered in glitter. I'm sure, crystals actually. I'm sure most of you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of run around social media, and so many people are sending this to me, you know, saying, I bet you this is what your kitchen looks like, or I thought of you. I didn't do that one, did I? No. Okay, switch. And it's true. I was just looking at my house the other day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like every corner, every doorknob, every light fixture in my house basically is bling. It's unbelievable. Anyways, I just wanted to share. If you want to check, if you can't hear, maybe try your volume on your phone. Sometimes it happens if your volume is down, you can't quite hear. Hopefully everyone can hear. Okay, anyways, that's a little story about Christicle. With my obsession with bling, it's true. It's not going away. It'll be here to stay.
That rhymed.
I know. That worked out. Hence my name, Christicle. It kind of all makes sense, you guys. Oh, gosh. Anyways, moving on to one of my absolute favorite products. Mind you, pretty much all Ugly Duckling products are my favorite, but if I had to pick, it would be the Shtick It. And I'll tell you why. Well, Shtick It and Blinger Tool and Clear as Mud Crystals, because it's all crystal related. So I'm going to be using our fabulous Shtick It. The Shtick It is amazing for applying embellishments, crystals, which I'm going to do today. Just a quick tip. I want to show you guys my Shtick It looks clear. It looks like a gel, right? You may receive yours and it might be rock hard, cloudy, or gritty, sand gritty. And what happens is it's in transport, depending on where you are, but then again, the elevations in the plane is very cold. Temperatures will actually freeze our Shtick It, and it will not return to its original consistency, which is this, until it's warmed up. Easy to do. We just make sure the lid's on nice and tight. And sometimes I'll just stick it in a Ziploc bag just in case, water leaks. Generally, they're pretty sealed tight. And immerse it in hot water for a couple minutes, depending on how much product's in here. And it will return to its original consistency. But the great thing is, depending on what you're doing, like if I'm working with bigger stones, then sometimes having that grittier, thicker Shtick It actually works great. So, yeah. So I've got my collection of Bling Bling. In case you guys are wondering about this, we are working on something similar. But this is where I put all my bling. This is how I work. It's all jumbled in here. Every single stone, except for the beads currently, are Ugly Duckling's Clear as Mud crystals, which I'm obsessed with. If you guys have never tried our Clear as Mud bling, you guys should give it a try. We have amazing pointed backs, big stones that you can use in clusters. A lot of my work consists of clusters because I love doing bling. Flat backs, we have different colors in our flat backs as well. So go check out our website at uglyducklingnails.com to take a look at all the options that we have. And then, of course, to apply, we're going to be using our Blinger tool. Blinger tool is awesome because we have one side has our wax tip, which is what we will pick up our little beads with. Picks up the smallest beads, easy peasy, and they release so nice. Because this is wax, it will eventually wear down, but you can actually mold it with your hand. You can make it more pointed if you want, more round, and it is removable, which means we sell these separately. You can purchase just the wax tips, so you don't have to repurchase the entire blinger. And then on the other end, it is our dotting tool, which is what I use to apply the Shtick It. So, now, let me just see here. Just looking here. I think Priscilla, thank you Priscilla if you're helping answer questions because I am not paying attention. I'm using my mom's phone, but my mom's phone kind of doesn't keep the comments on the screen. I have to retouch it every time in order to look, so it makes it a bit difficult. So I've got my little containers right now. I just kind of put all my bling in these little containers I've got. So I'm just getting that ready, open for application. So now with application of our Shtick It, I have not applied a top coat. That's what I'm trying to say. Because I'm going to do my bling work and then I'm going to finish with a top coat. That top coat is great to use after the fact because I kind of use it to tuck into the smallest, tiniest caviar beads or crystals, and that way it finishes it off nicely. with Stick It, it does cure with a slight inhibition layer, which is no problem. So you either want to cleanse it or finish application with a no wipe top coat using a fine detailer brush if you choose to. So lots of ways to use Stick It. So I'm just going to apply what I need. So I'm just taking a little bit on the dotting ends, and we're just going to go around the cuticle area. Okay. Now, a lot of times I get questions like, oh, how does the Stick It cure underneath Bling? Well, most Bling is transparent, right? It's transparent, so it's going to get that full exposure. And when you go to actually set your Bling into the Stick It, it does have a little bit of Stick It that comes on the outer sides. Okay, sorry, I'm just getting distracted trying to look at comments here. So what I'm going to do is start with applying. Mom doesn't get a choice in this. I'm going to do bigger ones and just kind of work out. Did you just roll your eyes at me? She's like, no, not at all. And then I'm just grabbing my little beads to kind of fill in between. So I'm using our clear as mud crystals. The clarity is amazing. They are so beautiful to work with. You guys can go check out my Instagram if you like. Of course, I have tons of bling that I do and some reels that just kind of show you the brilliance of these crystals. It's unbelievable. I'm obsessed. So just kind of working down, big to small, especially around these areas. And it's great because like the Stick It really works well with all the big stones, like your pointed backs, as well as the tiniest little ones too. So it's nice, and they hold. Your customers come back 3 to 4 weeks later, and I say 3 to 4 because a lot of my customers that I do bling on, that's their time frame, and the crystals are still in place. The only time if you're finding that crystals or anything is not lasting, it's because you're probably not using enough product. So that could be the reason why. Because when you do and you apply it correctly, these are not going anywhere. See, very very dainty. It's something. It's not a lot, but I think that's all Mom wants. So I will somewhat respect her choice in the matter. See, it looks pretty, right? Mm-hmm. And then she'll text me later saying, oh, I love my nails. That's what everyone always does when I force a little bit too much when they're not comfortable with it. But that's all, and if you don't work with bling a ton and your clients are really unsure and you want to start promoting bling, one, you want to start wearing it on your nails, right? Because then they'll be looking at it all the time. And just introduce them slowly. Introduce them with one nail, like a little bit of cuticle work like this, and then you hook them. What do you think, Mom? Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts?
Like it.
You want more?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Did you? Oh, I set you up. Nope, that's fine. Oh my goodness. So I'm just going to put a couple more beads right in that area, and then we're going to do a full cure for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to finish with a top coat. And see how easy that was? I picked up the tiniest little bead, and it came off so nice on this wax tip. It's not, you don't have to fight it. It's so easy. See, that is gorgeous. I love that. Do you want to do them on all nails?
No, I don't think so.
No, not today? Okay, that one can go in. Let's do a full cure. And then we're going to switch to the next nail. Yeah, that's a good point, Priscilla. Well, my mom always usually makes me nice dinners. Not going to lie about the situation. I'll be honest about it. Priscilla was like saying non-paying customers don't have a choice. Yeah, Priscilla, basically meaning that.
Oh, Priscilla.
You get what you get and you don't get upset. That's what I teach my daughter. You get what you get and you don't get upset,
True.
But it's not always the case. That's fine. Yes. Okay. So I'm just curious, out of anyone who is watching, who likes to work with crystals and who prefers not to? I'm just curious. Oh, I grabbed too much. I think I might have a bit of stick it on my end. Just curious, like, do you guys like working with crystals? Is there a reason why you choose not to? I'll tell you my reasoning. Like, I remember, oh my goodness, and I want to post it. I just found it, actually, and I was looking, I don't know what I was looking at. Maybe through my friend's Instagram when she went to New York. And I think it was back in 2014 or 15. I think it was 14. And I did like a gel polish mani on her. And I was like looking at her nails. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so weird, you know. And I did bling on this finger, right? And I'm not kidding when I say I was like, whoa, what was I thinking? It was just like really bulky and it wasn't positioned really good. And I know for me, I was very intimidated even doing anything. And that was probably because I didn't have like an amazing product to use that made it easy for me to apply. Before doing any like metal embellishments, I would always have to apply with acrylic. And it was such a pain to have to get it off when the client came back for a fill. Like, I was actually dreading it. I remember using these little metal leaves on my cousin once, and I'm like, oh, they're so pretty, but it's going to be really painful to take them off. So I feel like, you know, having an amazing product to work with makes your job and your life so much easier. And honestly, you guys, the removal is easy peasy, very easy to do. You just clip it, and it's nice because when it clips, it doesn't like necessarily slingshot in your eyeball or your client's face, you know. It kind of stays central, so it's easy to remove, and it comes off like kind of like, yeah, it's not hard, it's easy, it's amazing. So give it a try if you guys haven't. And again, with any Ugly Duckling products, if you're not familiar with how something works or you have questions, feel free to reach out to us anytime. Okay, Mom, switch, please, because we are here for your support. Natasha, as well as myself, we are both Master Educators. We are here at Ugly Duckling headquarters Monday to Thursday from 9 to 5 Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to give us a call and have a chat, if you need some support with products or you're not sure, please reach out. We are here to help you. And again, we have an amazing team behind us who's always supporting on social media. Priscilla, of course, being one of them. So if you guys are needing support, we're there for you. So you can message us anytime. I'm just looking for the lid for, oh, there it is. Because, alrighty, so I'm just going to have a quick, oh yes, Jolanda, you will love to stick it. It's easy to work with, and it's just playing with it, you guys. And I think the thing is not being intimidated and just trying something and playing. That's the only way you'll know. Oh, that's perfect. So now I'm going to take our no wipe top coat, and I'm going to apply it to the nail, and I'm just going to lightly push. See how I'm butting that up against? So that's going to kind of cover any of that exposed stick-it. And it's going to really kind of reinforce those little beads too. And mind you, like, of course, stick-it works amazing. And the reason why having the no wipe, or especially around these ones here, is good because, you know, it's something that clients can feel, right? So I find myself, I'm always playing with my bling. I'm always playing with my fingers. And if it's something that's, you know, easy to pick, clients are going to pick it. You know, that one can switch. I'm being honest and saying I do pick. Like, I don't even think about it. You know, you're just, oh, you feel something on your nail. What's this? You know, so having that little extra reinforcement there helps. Okay, you guys. So basically, let's recap this before we finish up here. It's going to get a full cure. No, looks nice. I like that color on you better than the blue. Hey, Mom?
Yeah.
Do you think so?
It's a beautiful color.
It is color. Yeah. Okay. So basically, we did Mom's nails last weekend. We did a fill, and I used a blue on her, which was not the right color for her, which was fine. We wanted to try it out. So we just did a color change instead. Now, she had a little bit of regrowth, not much. So what I wanted to do to kind of keep the service quick and show you guys a different option is I filled the back with our clear builder base, which works great. I originally did her nails in our Velveteen Acrogel Clear. So I chose to use our Builder Base in Clear to keep clear with clear. If you were using Fufu, for example, of our Velveteen, then I might have chosen to use our Fufu Builder Base. Completely preference, and in this case it worked for me. And I just kind of filled in the back areas a little bit where that regrowth was, just so that when I did apply the color gel, we didn't have that little dip there. If I was applying Bling to every single nail, it wouldn't matter because you're covering it anyways. But because you could see it, we wanted to fill it. Okay, switch, Mom. Hope I didn't touch that. So we used our Builder Base. And, oh, yeah, let's show you guys here, too. I'm excited about these, you guys. I'm really excited about our sanding bands. They are awesome. So we will be replacing these ones with our ones that we currently have. We currently just have our, these ones here, our red sanding bands. So we wanted to offer fine, medium, and coarse so that you guys have the options of using them for different reasons, whatever you are doing for your nail services. And we've color coded them different so that it's easy to recognize, and they come in these cute little storage boxes. I love them. They're absolutely perfect. So again, these will be hatching on July 1st, so mark your calendars. We have some cool things coming out soon over the summertime, you guys, so make sure to be watching. And if you don't currently have an account with us, sign up for an account, because we always send weekly emails just for new products, deals of the month that we're offering. So you will get weekly emails and updates with Ugly Duckling nail products and different things that are going on. So that was that. Clear as Mud crystals. Again, if you guys want to check out our Clear as Mud crystals, these are fairly new to us. Well, we've had our original stock for well over a year, but we've just introduced some new pointed backs in different colors, like our white opal and our rose opal, as well as our flat back colors. So there's lots of different options. You can take a look. Using our Stick It is a great, okay, you can take that out now, perfect. Stick It is awesome for doing bling application, any embellishments. This works amazing. Easy application, easy removal. And we use our blinger tool to apply the Stick It and our crystals. So, oh yeah, and the color gel, let me tell you guys, recap the color gel is number 42. Number 42 color gel. All of our color gels do come with these cute little color tops. This color is exactly what is inside. So it's awesome. You can have them nice in your drawer. Actually, I've got a couple more. We were deciding on colors. It's funny because Mom was looking through my drawer and she picked these two and she's like, oh, they're basically the same color. And I'm like, oh, really, Mom? That's because they are the same color, but it's just a mom moment. But you can keep them flat. You just open up your drawer and you can see the colors on top. It makes it super easy for organization. They stack nicely. Amazing. So all of our color gel has like little colored tops, and also to the little ducky, our little logo, which is so cute. So we use number 42 today on Mom's nails with some Clear as Mud clear crystals, Builder Base, Blinger tool, no wipe top coat, prep and primer, and I have been using our combo file and buffer a lot in my work just because it's nice to kind of transition in between the grits. If you guys have any questions for me, I'm just taking a look here to see. Priscilla's been great. I can see she's been helping answer. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Well, I appreciate you guys joining in today. Well, I did a little quick backfill color change on my mum. Again, please, if you don't have an account and you want to register, we are a professional only account. So we do support the professionals only. But you just need to send your license or registration to our contact email, which I believe Priscilla gave you there, and we'll be happy to send you a link to register for an account. And that's that. Again, if you have any questions anytime, feel free to reach out. We are here for your support. And I think I'm just double checking last time. Any questions? Thanks, Priscilla, for helping with answer questions. I appreciate that so much. Okay, well, today is Friday and it's middle of the day actually. It's about 1 o'clock here in Victoria, BC. So I wish you guys a wonderful weekend ahead and we will see you guys the next time. Lots of love from Christabel. Bye for now, guys.